Yo, habari zenu, ¿cómo está? Oro wanyu, guten Tag, konnichiwa, and all other greetings. I was not going to make a video today, but I have to say something because today actually, which is September 10th, I actually have a video scheduled to go out, the one about the debate about trans rights. There's a gun rights debate regarding trans people. And then I'm scrolling through my newsfeed on Instagram and I see something about Charlie Kirk being shot at, I think it's Utah or somewhere. This is not a gun issue. It's a mental illness issue. All this, the one connecting factor is mental illness. It is people who should not own guns owning them. It is lax security measures, lack thereof. What is happening in this country? It's all the hate that has been flamed over time.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
When they go low, we kick them.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
The biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized to the right.
I thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face!
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Look as his character is stabbed to death.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
And sadly, the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels.
Now, you have all these people, especially on the left, stoking the flames of hate. You have the left-leaning media doing the same thing, stoking these flames of hate, calling Trump the enemy, calling me and other voters who voted for him the MAGA cult, calling us hateful, and we are the exact opposite of that. And don't get me wrong, there are very twisted people on both sides of the aisle. But to go as far as trying to harm someone else, last year in July, let's not forget the assassination attempt on Trump. Is anyone seeing a pattern here? And it's all the left, people on the left trying to do these things. It's always them. It's always them trying to do something. The same people who fight against guns own them to harm others. We need to think about what's going on and how this needs to be handled. But the hate that has been getting spread, the propaganda, every single day I click on something, someone is talking about hate. They're talking about race, or they're saying, oh, get rid of the blacks, get rid of that. Someone else is, oh, get rid of guns. That's not the problem. That's not the solution. What is happening, y'all? This is so worrisome to me. It makes no sense. I am really worried about this country. I really am. But for high-profile people like Charlie Kirk, there definitely needs to be more security. I have seen him at college campuses, and the kids are so, again, these are people who are not mentally stable. They get so riled up, they get so angry, they actually want to harm other people. Because you disagree ideologically, you disagree in how you see things, they can never have civil discourse, they have to scream at you, yell at you, hit you with things. How many times have I seen TPUSA at campuses and someone dismantles one of their tents? or someone throws water at them. It happens multiple times. It's all a matter of escalation until it gets to this point where someone is trying to harm you or harm your life. And we're going to keep saying it's the guns. It's a mental health issue. When are you going to understand that? I don't know what's going on. I just saw the news. Like I said, I don't have details. I just saw Trump tweeting about Charlie Kirk being shot at, and then I just thought about what is going on. The gun violence. Because someone is saying something you don't want to hear, or because you disagree with them, that's an extreme. But also it brings me to the point where why aren't these places more secure? The National Convention, the Republican National Convention was going to be outside. They moved it inside for Trump's safety, following the attempt on his life in Pennsylvania. Those measures need to be observed across the board. I myself am always on guard. Because yes, I might be a tiny, minute person in the bigger scale of things, but I have received death threats myself. This is no joke. So I know, because I have been on the receiving end of this hate. It is insane how much hate some people have in their hearts. Or because you disagree with them on certain things. Or because you're very passionate about your views. Or because they hate what you have to say. They can never rebut you intellectually. So their only go-to is to attack. And now it's escalated to the point where they're trying to assassinate you. That's insane, y'all. That is crazy to me. Editing Kenyan Hippie here, and it looks like Charlie Kirk did not make it. President Trump just posted on Truth Social about 25 minutes ago. I didn't want to believe it. I'm putting all this blame on the Democrats. People keep saying it's two wings of the same bird. I'm sorry, but no. Republicans don't try to assassinate people they don't agree with. Republicans don't go around screaming hate and rejoicing when people are hurt. I have seen social media comments where people are rejoicing that Charlie Kirk was shot.
Leftists celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. Watch this.
Bye, Charlie Kirk. Like you said, people getting shot and killed for the Second Amendment is so worth it. I never thought we'd agree on anything. Bye.
I just wanna be part of your
By the sword, die by the sword. He did say that gun deaths were an acceptable side effect of gun rights. Congratulations to Charlie Kirk for becoming the new poster child for gun awareness and violence.
These are the same people who preach about unity and say we are the bad people. I hope you rest in peace, Charlie. He leaves behind a family. So I hope the family finds the strength to move on. I can't believe this is the America I live in right now. Please be careful out there. I'll see you all in the next video. Kenyan Hippie out.